Hi, this is Rika. Welcome to today's class. This class is about arm balances, so we will be doing a few advanced arm balancing poses as peak poses. And to warm ourselves up, we will have some playful elements, some playful transitions. And yeah, we will get started in a supine pose and a supine butterfly pose. So if you want some bolsters or pillows or anything to put underneath your thighs for that, then feel free to grab them now, and then we will get started in a few. So to get started, we will be starting on our backs. So roll down onto your back. Bring your feet as close to your butt as possible. Your soles of the foot are touching and your knees are falling to the outside. So here you can now place some pillows or blocks or bolsters or whatever is comfortable underneath your thighs if you want, or you can just leave it like this. Your hands, place it on your tummy or underneath your thighs, whatever feels comfortable for you right now. And then we will start with a short breath work meditation kind of thing. So if you want, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And then take a deep breath through your nose and exhale through your nose. One more inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Again, inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. On your next inhale, count to 4. So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, count to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. For your next inhale, again count to 4, and then breathe all the way into your belly. 2, 3, 4. Exhale out your belly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale all the way into the belly. 2, 3, 4. Exhale out the belly. 2, 3, 4. Now release your breath. Take some normal cycles of breath again. Maybe you feel a little change in your breath already. Maybe it's deeper than it was in the beginning. Maybe you automatically breathe all the way into your tummy. Notice how the breath makes you move, makes your body move. Maybe your belly, maybe your ribs, maybe your chest. And then slowly release the movement, or let the movement go its own way, its own cycle. And we will slowly open our eyes again. Remove the blocks or whatever you had underneath your thighs if you had anything. And then place your hands underneath your thighs. With your next inhale, slowly lift your thighs up all the way so that your knees are touching again, or almost touching. Bring your heels as close as you need to so you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Then place your palms on the mat, on the surface underneath you, right on the side of your body, so next to your body. We will do some bridge lift ups here. So with your next inhale, lift your hips up. And with your exhale, slowly roll back down. Inhale, bring your hips up. Make sure your thighs are parallel. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up. Also make sure you can put a tennis ball or something that size between your chest and your chin, so your chin is not touching your chest. Exhale, come down. Inhale, lift up. This time hold for one breath. Take a deep breath here. One more inhale here, lift a little bit more. And with your next exhale, slowly lower down again. With your next inhale, bring your right foot towards the sky, so straighten your right leg. Exhale, bring your right ankle on your left side, so right underneath your knee, into figure 4. We will do some bridge lift ups again. So with your next inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, slowly lower down. Inhale, lift up. Again, make sure that your hips are leveled. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly lower down. One last time, this time with the hold. Inhale, lift up. Breathe here. One more inhale, lift a little bit more. Exhale, slowly lower down. With your next inhale, bring your left knee towards your chest. You can place your hands around your shin. Both feet are flexed. Try to push your right knee a little bit outward so you're opening your hip here. And then with every inhale, open up your chest, your hip, and exhale, bring your left knee a little bit closer to your chest. Inhale, open up. Exhale, a little bit closer to your chest. Inhale, open up. Don't release all the way, so you're still having your knee close to your chest. And then exhale, release a little bit more. One more inhale here. And then exhale, slowly release your left foot back onto the mat. Release your right foot next to your left. Make sure again that you can tickle your heels with your fingertips. And then we will do one neutral lift up. So inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift your left knee up or left leg up. Your left feet is towards the sky. And then exhale, slowly lower into figure 4 on this side. Make sure that your left foot is flexed. We will do the lift ups again. So inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. One more inhale up and hold this time. Take one breath here. Again, make sure your hips are leveled. Inhale, lift a little bit more. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. Flex both feet. Inhale, expand your chest, expand your hips. And exhale, release a little bit closer your knee to your chest. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release all the way your right foot onto the mat. Your left foot follows onto the mat. And then from here, we will roll up. So bring your knees to your chest, your feet above your head, and then take a little bit of energy and come all the way up into a seated position. You can do this 1, 2, 3 times, how often you like. It feels good onto your spine. And then straighten your legs all the way to the front of the mat in Uttanasana. We will stay here for just a little bit and then warm up our wrists in that time. So bring your hands together into heart center and then do this rolling movements with your hands. So you're bringing your first your palms together, and then through your little pinky finger, you're rotating your hands outward, and then through your thumb, you're coming back into center, palms touching. Do this one more time, a little bit faster. And then change directions, starting with your thumb, ending with your pinky finger. One more roll, and then bring your hands next to your sides. Make sure that your core is engaged, your rib cage is tucked in, your shoulders are rolled back, your back is straight in a straight line, your chin is slightly tucked in, so you're looking straight ahead. Your feet are flexed, your kneecaps are lifted up towards your body, and then inhale, reach your arms up, and exhale, lower yourself into Pashimotanasana, forward fold. You can either place your hands onto your shins or on the mat, wherever you touch the mat, or on the outside of your feet. Or maybe you want to take your peace fingers around your big toes. Make sure that you have a straight back here. You're folding with your hips and not with your lower back. And then make sure your head is the extension of your spine, so you're not trying to look up nor looking down, releasing your head. Take a deep breath here. One more inhale here. One more exhale here. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release them to your sides. Inhale, bend your right knee to your chest. And then place your right foot on the outside of the left thigh. Take your right arm around your right knee, so your right elbow mold is in your right knee. And then twist open with your left arm to the back of the mat. You're twisting open to the long side, to the left side. And then take a few breaths here into this twist. So with every inhale, you lengthen your spine, reach up a little bit. And with every exhale, you rotate a little bit more, twist a little bit more open. And with your next exhale, come back into center. This time take your right leg like you had in figure 4. Place your right foot into your left elbow mold and then carry your leg like a baby, maybe from side to side, or maybe just keep it in stillness. Whatever feels good to open your hip right now for a little bit. One more deep breath here. And then with your next exhale, slowly lower your right leg back onto the mat. Balance it out. We will reach our arms up and exhale, come into Pashimotanasana one more time. So either grabbing your outside of your feet or with your peace fingers, your big toe, or you place your hands on your shin, whatever again feels good for you. Don't forget to breathe. And with your next inhale, reach your arms up and exhale them to the side. Inhale, bend your left knee, place it on the outside of your right thigh. This time take your left elbow mold into your knee and then extend your right arm all the way to the back. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist a little bit more. And try this open twisting. Feels really good for your spine, to warm up your spine. Don't go too far. If it hurts or twitches anywhere, then just come back a little bit. That's totally fine wherever you are today. One more breath here. And with your next exhale, slowly rotate back into center. Take your left foot onto your right elbow mold and then grab your shin like a baby again, maybe opening your hips a little bit. Or maybe finding stillness. Make sure that your back is in a straight line, so you have a straight back, so you're not folding into your knee. If that's happening, you can come a little bit lower with your shin, whatever is available for you today. One more breath here. And with your next exhale, slowly release back into Uttanasana. We will do this little sequence 2 more times, a little bit faster. So inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, place them next to your body. Inhale, bend your right knee, place it on the left side of your left thigh. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, rotate back in. Take your shin into baby, scale pose. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Pashimotanasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, release to your sides. Inhale, bend your left knee, place it onto the right side. Exhale here. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, come to scale pose. Place your right foot into your left foot into your right elbow mold. Inhale here. Exhale, release your leg to the front. One more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Pashimotanasana. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to your sides. Bend your right knee, place it onto the left side. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, come back into scale pose. Inhale here. Exhale, release. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, place your hands next to your body. Bend your right knee. Place it to the outside of your right thigh. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, scale pose. Inhale here. Exhale, release your left leg. Exhale here. From here, we will do another little playful element flow. So I was really excited about this actually. So place your hands behind your back. So shoulder width apart behind your back, so that your fingertips are pointing towards the front of your mat. And then with your next inhale, you lift your hips up into reverse plank. So inhale, lift your hips up. Your toes are touching the surface underneath you, so you're pointing your toes. And then rotate your body all the way into high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, step to the front into Malasana, Yogi squat. Your hands come towards your heart center. Your hands are in your heart center, palms facing each other. Take a deep breath here. One more inhale here. Then exhale, sit back into boat pose. So your shins come parallel to your mat. Your arms come to the front, or actually to the sides. And then we will do some core work. So inhale here. And exhale, lower your legs almost onto the mat. Your arms come towards the back. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale up. And then exhale, lower your feet onto the mat. And you might want to scoop a little bit towards your feet and lie all the way onto the surface beneath you. For me, it's the sand. We'll do one lift up into bridge pose. So inhale, place your palms onto your mat. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Exhale, place it into figure 4 on top of your left thigh. Inhale, bring your knee to your chest, your left knee to your chest. And then slowly lower this whole package of legs onto the left side. Your arms can be in a straight line to the sides. One breath here. And then inhale, come back into center. Place your left foot on the mat. Your right foot follows. And then inhale, lift your left foot up. Place it into figure 4 on top of your right. And then inhale, knee to chest. This whole package. Lower it all the way to the right side. Into a twist. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, lift this package back up. Place it, your right foot onto the mat. Left foot follows. And then from here, we will roll ourselves back into Malasana. So roll yourself all the way into Malasana. So your heels are rotated inward, your feet are hip distance apart, your hands come into heart center. And then from here, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Step back into high plank. Take one inhale here. Exhale here. With your next inhale, rotate back onto your mat. So your right arm comes above your body, underneath your shoulder. Fingertips are pointing towards the front of your mat. Your feet are, or your toes are touching the mat. And then inhale here. Exhale, slowly lower yourself all the way onto the mat. Your legs are straight in front of you. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, grab your big toes with your peace fingers or whatever feels comfortable for you. Take one deep breath here. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, place them right next to your body. You can bend your knees. And then come up into Uttanasana, forward fold. Maybe you want to take a few steps to the front of your mat. So you're not quite in the middle of your mat, you're a little bit more to the front, as we will do some stepping back now. So take one deep breath here. You can either grab your ankles or your shins or the mat beneath you, wherever you are right now. Take a deep breath here. And then with your next inhale, bend your knees slightly, sit back with your hips, and then inhale, reach your arms up above your head into chair pose, Uttanasana. Make sure your shoulders are rolled back, your pelvis is tucked in, your core is engaged, rib cage is tucked in. And then exhale, bring your hands into heart center. Take some deep breaths here. And then slowly bring your weight onto your left foot so you can lift your right foot off the ground. And then step your right foot all the way to the back of your mat into high lunge. If you want, you can do one back bend here, a slight back bend. No, inhale, reach your arms up, engage your core, and then lower a little bit towards the back of your mat. Make sure you're still leaning into the front knee, front foot. And then exhale, place your hands underneath your shoulders on the mat. Pivot your left toe to the outside of the mat. And then either stay here in this high lizard pose, or you can come onto your elbows and take some deep breaths here. In Uttanasana, lizard pose. With your next inhale, place your hands in the height of your foot, so in the middle of your foot. And then if you want, you can either stay here or you try to lift up your left foot a little bit and engage your core while you do this. Come back down. Inhale, lift up your left foot. Exhale, come back down. One more time. Inhale, lift up your left foot. Exhale, come back down. Bring your hands back into center and then step all the way to the front of your mat. Bring your feet a little bit closer together into Uttanasana, forward fold. Take one more deep breath here. Make sure your knees have a slight bend so you're not overstretching your hamstrings. And then with your next inhale, bring your knees to a bend, and come back into Uttanasana chair pose. Inhale your arms up, exhale hands to heart center. One deep breath here. And then slowly bring your weight onto your right foot. Lift your left foot off the mat and then extend it all the way to the back of your mat into high lunge. Again, if you want, you can either stay here or you inhale your arms up and then palms touching, do a slight back bend here. One more inhale here. Exhale, lower yourself with your hands onto the mat. Pivot your right foot this time all the way to the right side of the mat. Your hands are in between your feet or underneath your shoulders. You can either stay here or come all the way onto your forearms. Again, on this side, lizard pose, Titan Katasana. Take some deep breaths here into your belly like we did in the beginning. And exhale out the belly, out your nose. Now bring your hands, if you want, to the outside of your mat in the height of the middle of your right foot. And then with your next inhale, lift your right foot off the ground, engaging your core. Exhale, bring it back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Bring your hands back into center. Step all the way to the front of your mat into Malasana. Take one deep breath here with a straight back. Breathe into this Yogi squat. And with your next exhale, bring your hands underneath your shoulders and then lift your hips up to the sky, to the ceiling, wherever you are. And then we are going to do some preparation for our flying pigeon pose that we are doing today. So we're starting slow with a little crow pose. So place your hands onto the mat underneath your shoulders. Make sure that the space between your thumb and your index finger is pressing into the mat, as well as your palm, your lower palm. And then if you want, you can press your fingertips also into the mat, and then put some weight into your hands and slowly lift your heels off the mat. So you're engaging your core, you're putting a little bit of weight into your shoulders, into your arms, into your hands. We're preparing a little bit for this arm balancing pose already. Take one more cycles of breath, doing just this little lift up, focusing on having your hands right. So you won't have to think about your hands that much when you're doing the pose itself, because it should already be into your muscle memory for this time, as we're using it right now. We're doing this positioning of the hands so that you have some weight off your wrists. And when you're ready, when you have done your few cycles, you can try to come into crow pose. So start to bend your elbows in a straight line back to the mat. So your forearms should be parallel. And then bring your knees or your knees on the outside of your upper arms. And then you can slowly start to lift one leg and the other leg, just one leg at a time. And if you feel ready, you can also take both feet off the mat and then just hold as long as it's available for you. Engage your core. Lift your heels up to your butt. And then slowly lower yourself back into Malasana. Maybe you want to take your hands out a little bit. And then we will take a breath here. Maybe you want to sigh out your mouth. One more inhale here. And then exhale, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Step back into Katasana, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lift your right foot off the mat. Bring your knee to your right elbow. Exhale, step back. Inhale, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, back. Inhale, right knee. Exhale, back. Inhale, left knee. Exhale, back. And then jump all the way or step all the way to the front of your mat into Uttanasana. Take one deep breath here. And with your next inhale, come back into Uttanasana, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands into heart center. This time, we are preparing for flying pigeon pose. So if you want, you can come a little bit closer to the middle of your mat in chair pose, and then bring the weight into your left foot so you can lift your right leg up, all the way up, 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 and then place it into figure 4 again on top of your left thigh. Lower yourself with your elbows onto your knee and onto your foot. Make sure your right foot is flexed, and then place your hands underneath your shoulders on the mat in front of you so we can prepare for flying pigeon pose. So if you need to go a little bit more to the front, if you need a little bit more of the space, then do that, but make sure that you can still put your right foot around your left elbow and your right knee on top of your right elbow. And then again, you can do this little lift ups with your knee until you finally find the flying baby pigeon. Take a deep breath here. Find your focus on the mat or in front of you, and when you're ready, come all the way back out. Maybe find yourself in Uttanasana again. Forward fold. Take some deep breaths here. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We will do this on the other side again. So bring some weight into the right side. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, place it into figure 4 on top of your right thigh. With your elbows, come onto your left foot and left knee. Take one breath here. And then when you're ready, again, bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Bring your left foot around your right upper arm and your left knee on top of your left arm, and then do some small little lift ups again until you finally find the flying pigeon, and then breathe in there as long as you want. Maybe it's a few seconds, maybe it's just one breath, and then slowly come out into Uttanasana. Maybe you want to take a deep breath into your nose and sigh it out. If you want, you can stay here, or you can do one Savasana headstand with me if you know how to do it, as I'm not going to explain it in this class, how to actually do it properly. So if you want and you know how to do it, bend your knees, interlace your fingers, place your forearms on the mat, and then place your head in between your forearms. Lift one foot at a time, and then slowly come all the way up into Savasana, headstand. Take a few deep breaths here. Feels good to be off the feet one more time after our flying poses. And then slowly lower yourself all the way back onto the mat. Come back into Malasana. So if you were in Uttanasana, also make yourself your way into Child's Pose, Malasana. Place your forehead onto the mat. Maybe roll your forehead from side to side a little bit, just to relax out a little bit of the hard work we already did today. One more deep breath here. And then slowly lift yourself up. Bring your feet back to the front into Katasana. Four-limb step pose. And then reach your arms up. We will do one more forward fold here. This time you can release your head if you want to. And breathe into this forward fold. Maybe you want to grab your fingertips around your feet. Or maybe you just want to let your head hang all the way. And then with your next inhale, slowly walk yourself back up. Scoop a little bit to the front and lie all the way into bridge pose. Onto supine pose, because we're going to do one more bridge pose here. So place your palms on the mat. Inhale, lift your hips. Maybe you want to hold this for a little while. Maybe lifting a little bit more with every inhale. Making sure that your chin and your chest are slightly apart. One more inhale here. And then exhale, slowly lower yourself vertebra by vertebra all the way back onto the mat. Maybe you want to take your knees to your chest one time. Massage your lower back. Roll from side to side a little bit. And then place your feet back onto the mat. Reach your right leg up. And then place it into figure 4 again. We will do this knee to chest thing one more time. So inhale your knee to your chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, expand. Make some space. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, make some space. Exhale, release. Inhale, make some space. And exhale, release all the way back down. Your left foot touches the mat. Bring your right leg next to your left leg. And then inhale, reach your left leg up. Place it into figure 4 above your right leg. And then inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, release. Inhale, make some space. Exhale, release. Inhale, make some space. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale, make some space. Exhale, release all the way back onto the mat. Release your left leg next to your right. And then if you want, you can come again into figure 4, or you do this in this neutral position. Straighten your arms to your sides and then twist onto the right side, either with figure 4 legs or just with normal parallel legs. And then look to the left. Make sure that your left shoulder is touching the mat. Take some deep breaths here. One more breath here. Now with your next inhale, come back into center. Switch your legs if you had the figure 4. And then slowly lower onto the left side. This time making sure the right shoulder is all the way onto the mat, and then look to the right. Or if you want, you can look up, whatever feels good for you right now. And then take some deep belly breaths here. If you want, you can close your eyes. Enjoy this deep twist. One more breath here. And with your next inhale, slowly come back into center. Again, place your arms around your knees, into your chest. If you want, you can give your knees a little kiss. Give yourself a little bit love for holding you all this practice with your hands. Maybe kiss your arms as well, as we did some arm balancing poses. And then squeeze everything together. Take a big, big, big hug. And release all the way. Release your legs. Release your feet. Let them rotate a little bit to the outside. Release your arms into the surface beneath you. Your palms are facing up. Maybe you want to take your arms a little bit wider so your armpits get a little bit of air. And then release your head into the mat. Release your upper body, your back, your lower back, your butt. And then release your jaw if you want. You can release it by putting your jaw from one side to the other. And then maybe release your tongue as well. Let it go all the way to the back. And then release the space in between your eyebrows. Let your eyes fall close or let them rest on one point in this room or in your surroundings, wherever you are. Maybe you want to take one more deep breath here through your nose and exhale through your nose. Feeling the movement that your breath makes again in your body. Maybe your breath got a little deeper throughout the practice. Maybe you automatically breathe into your belly all the way instead of only your chest or only your ribs. Maybe you can hear the breathing like a wave. For inhale, the wave is creating itself. And with the exhale, it's crashing into the shore. Slowly come back to your breath. Come back to the moving of your body. Maybe you want to support your body in its movement by moving your fingers, your toes, maybe moving your feet, and your arms or your hands, and then bring your arms above your head, Stretch your body from side to side, and then bring your knees towards your chest and roll onto one side. It's head onto your upper arm. And take a few more deep breaths here before getting all the way up. Bringing your awareness back into the room, into your surroundings. And with your next inhale, place your hand onto the mat and push yourself up all the way into a seated position. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders back one more time. Take one deep breath here and sigh it out. Place your hands into heart center. Maybe tuck your chin to your chest a little bit. Take a little bow with your head. Thank yourself for taking the time and practicing on the mat. Taking this little challenge with these playful movements and maybe a little bit more challenging imbalances. Thanking your body for carrying you and for letting you do the movements all the way or maybe half the way, however far you were today. Be thankful for this. I want to thank you as well for taking the time and let me guide you through your practice. Namaste.